I'm still saying ukuthi ibhola le yamatumtum liyangazi kuyophela nini bro ngizithisa ngothi ya mara ngikhuluma iqiniso bro check ibhola nyane goal kick nyane mayisuka bayikhahlela phambili mayifika phambili nakuthi abo bathi ngibana ukuthi ubreeze abayithole ukuthi is that ball ibuyele emuva and ke ngikuthini ukumagaza ukukhona ngizithisa angazi ukuthi you stop in this team bro and I'm asking myself ukuthi these guys what are they doing at practicing if they are playing like this nakuthi bajima like this ukuthi they are doing nothing at gym bro it's waste. Angifuna ukukhuluma manga bro wami into benza kwe gym ukuthi benza this thing hayi will never go anywhere bro wami we are going nowhere honestly speaking bro wami ucoach ngifuna ukumswala ukuthi bathi yini ne but if e gym bajima like this shukuthi sidlala idoti bro wami
because we never look like, can you come this side on my right, because we never really look like we know what we're doing, like we can't combine 4 or 5 passes.
Into engikutshela yona bro ukuthi ngiyazibuza ukuthi ejimini ba practice ini ngothi ibhola mayisuka kumntwini awazi ukuthi let me give you example ngeSundowns they know ukuthi strength sakabani sikuphi bheka uDamani bathi ngibani Alenda umbona ukuthi shot kangakanani Damani mnikeza ibhola phezulu ethatha beke phansi bethu bayahluleka angazi kuyenzakalani bro ukuthi serious me bro I don't know ukuthi kuyenzakalani maybe sabotage ucoach or kuyenzakalana ngazi me bro ucoach unganamsola ukuthi no uyazidlisa in mara wena mangene fieldini uzitshela in serious bro wami unyakobelela bro wakhe
nothing positive to say about Kaizer.
Whoa,
yes. I'm saying there's nothing positive to say about Kaizer Chiefs today because of since the first minute of the first half we've been sitting too deep. I don't know what is it that the coach was trying to apply today because we were playing with 2 pivots, Sitebe and Mtetwa. They were doing nothing. There was no creativity. There was no movement going forward. We never tested Stellenbosch. We must be quite honest about that. Did we ever have a moment when we were threatening or not?
No,
there was never that moment. You know why? It's because of our being coached by a very poor coach. Kevin Johnson is not the right material for Kaizer Chiefs. Sure. He's like that one student or pupil at school will be applying everything that the educators will be asking them. Do this, do that, very disciplined. But when it comes to real matters in the class, they don't perform. I'm telling you the truth. That's exactly what is happening with Kaizer Chiefs. That's why he's breaking. Yeah. The man is living like he's in the moon. He's overwhelmed about what he's going through now. I'm telling you the truth. He's not a perfect fit for Kaizer Chiefs. His tactics are never good. Everything that he does on the park, it doesn't work for us. You can't be sitting deep when you're playing against Stellenbosch United. I mean Stellenbosch Football Club at home. What is that? Do you approve what he was doing today?
Never. I never approve anything that this man does.
I heard a number of my fellow Kaizer Chiefs supporters today saying that we've got a good coach, but unfortunately the issue is the management. It cannot be the management. Like you predicted that I'm going to say something positive about the management. Give me a chance to say something positive again about the management. The management are not the one coaching. I'm sorry, my man. The management are not the one coaching Kaizer Chiefs. They've appointed a coach to coach Kaizer Chiefs. When the coach is not doing well, it's not management's fault. It should be the players. It should be the technical team. When your tactics are not right, are not correct, you have to study your opponent. If your homework is not done correctly, my man, you will never pass it. You've got to go out and do research, study the opponent, and try and find out what are their weaknesses, figure out what is it, some of their weaknesses that need to be exploited. If you don't do it like that, you're never going to win any match. That's exactly what our current coach is doing, the interim coach. I don't know.
I have a question for you,
yes,
because
you can ask me that question,
you are saying that you can't blame the management, but this same management saw how the coach performed after he took over, and they brought him back after January. He lost the derby and he had shaky games before the derby. He got knocked out by a team that is coached by a gynecologist, if I'm not mistaken, right? But he's a doctor.
I don't know where that team was coming from. Was it coming from Durban or where?
Yeah, from Richards Bay. So we're knocked out by a doctor, which means me as a teacher, I can knock out Chiefs from a tournament as well. And they still kept him.
You know why? It's because of that differences. When you find a team that is playing against Kaizer Chiefs and a team that is playing against Mamelodi Sundowns or Orlando Pirates, it's not the same. Remember that these players up their game when they're playing against Kaizer Chiefs because they want to be noticed. They want to be signed. Every time when a team is preparing against Kaizer Chiefs, it's not the same when they're preparing against any other team in the PSL. You will be playing against the powerhouses of South African football. That is why we've always find ourselves under pressure. It's because of our standard.
I get that. Yes. I get that, and I agree. Teams do raise their level when they play against Chiefs. But you cannot stand here with clear conscience and tell me that Johnson, we've only noticed now which has not been good for Chiefs.
Yeah, it has always been noticeable, my man. The only thing that is holding Kaizer Chiefs management back is because of now. I don't think it's the right moment for Kaizer Chiefs to start implementing changes, because remember that everybody is expecting and waiting for next season. Yeah. We are anticipating for next season to check and see what is it that is going to happen. Yeah. But I believe Kaizer Chiefs management have already have the coach that they're going to appoint to lead the team next season, and I believe that coach is Peter Musimane. I believe that deal is signed and sealed. Next season will be coached by Coach Peter Musimane. Yeah.
I hear you. One last question. So, if that was the case, why did we not do it in January? Because Pete was available in January.
Peter was available in January, but it was not the right time. Remember that the Kaizer Chiefs management is still trying to identify which coach is going to be a perfect fit for Kaizer Chiefs. For now, as it stands, Peter Musimane is quite obvious that it's very expensive. So it won't be wise for Kaizer Chiefs management to go for a high-profile coach like Peter Musimane.
But they will eventually, so why not?
They will. Remember that they've got two very good possible candidates. Nabi and Pizzo, you know that story. So they have to try and check which one is going to fit the right channels for Kaizer Chiefs to lead us forward and reclaim the glory days. For now, as it stands, if I were in Kaizer Chiefs management shoes, I'll go for somebody like Nabi, because I don't believe that Coach Peter Musimane has got the best interest of Kaizer Chiefs at his heart.
Why not?
He's been coaching Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. He also coached SuperSport United. He's a fan of Orlando Pirates. It's the same thing that he's not a fan of Kaizer Chiefs.
He literally said that.
He said it, but we know that deep down in his heart, he's not a fan of Kaizer Chiefs.
Even his son is at Kaizer Chiefs.
His son is at Kaizer Chiefs because now he's full of anger. He's not happy. He's resentful because of what happened to him at Mamelodi Sundowns. Remember that we are talking about former Mamelodi Sundowns coach who rescued Mamelodi Sundowns. He did well, then he went to Al Ahly. When he came back, he was insulted. Not good words were said to him when he came to visit Mamelodi Sundowns at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria. Then he took it personal. That is why even when he was still at Ali, he had to ask for Kaizer Chiefs to accommodate him so he can play Mamelodi Sundowns. Those are some of the mind games in which he applied. That's why when you're hiring a coach, you have to make sure that he fits all the channels. He's the right man for Kaizer Chiefs, because as we find ourselves now, we are at the deep end of the pit. It's going to be extremely difficult for us to come out of that pit, my man. Yeah. Yeah, they will.
Tell them to subscribe.
Okay, thank you very much. But remember that you were supposed to make me aware what's the name of your channel. So
he doesn't know the name of my channel. Anyways, Khosi Nation fans even nina subscribe and bye bye.
Yeah, uzomnikeza nyana. Nka minute. Mina ngikhuluma ngegame la namhlanje. Asenze kanje. Egame le namhlanje into engiyibonile. Uwome was playing left back. Force left back to middle to 4 and 5. Then we introduced colored nethu. You understand? Then uhlantu yaphambili, uhlantu wenzani phambili.
But that's what modern fullbacks do. They overlap, bro.
Understand. But then Mamela, what the thing that esifuna it skin. You go umuntu on a chance ukuthi bakafika phambili. It doesn't only do courses on a skill ukuthi aphambili. But then ibola salfuna sesifuna ukuthi score. Now you have a person omile. You give them mama ibhola, yeah, uyahlela uyamnikeza ama chances ukuthi akore, or ashay maybe akwazi ukuya phambili and so forth. The only thing that he can do is one square. I don't have a problem with that. I understand. But now introduce kind of who's this Solomons. By introducing Solomons, we introduce umuntu full left and right. We are box to box player. Now we have Uhlanti. Uhlanti akashay box to box. Yeah. Now you introduce Castillo. Mamelo introduce Castillo. Now who's this? Who's this? The bull. The ox. The ox now have to play 4 and 5 up is ngai. But now the thing is this: why not? The only problem is why bangashiyanga ke okay sharp. Then introduce another player who wants to attack, because Uhlanti cannot attack. It's good, Mamela. It's good when it comes to courses, but we don't have a player who was good to Shanga Makanda. Now he came and the Chiefs is down. Tatis Kagadan with Chiefs going Kanda. Go on, come so now you wanna to keep a player so shy kwe wire. But Ipola Balis are the only thing I come is square. Then who warm up pillars and I Utove as an I. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. I would say it's modern football. Then if you're catching, Mamela, if you want to play flat three, play flat three with box to box. Modern football, flat three is box to box players. Then Lavabala immediately. they can drop back lawa abanye bale, but you cannot play leyo ndlela leyo ngoHlanti. I don't have any problem ngoHlanti or anything.
Vele nami ngithi kumele abe kudlala who's this guy? Solomons. No, not Solomons.
On the right hand side.
Oh, bayavala. Seniyavala.